All right. All right. It's cracking, y'all. It's cracking. Let me turn this air conditioner down a little bit. Get myself together. Turn this off. All right. Oh, excuse me. What's happening? What's up, Don? Oh. All right. All right, what's going on? Oh, man, I can't complain, man. Can't complain. Kind of feel like I need a little power nap a little bit, but I'm all right. I'll be okay. Yeah, that's a little better, I think. Wait. You know how I feel about this camera. I gotta make sure that this light ain't hitting it. Is this light hitting it? It's hitting it a little bit. It's hitting it a little bit. I want my OCD to kick in. Let me see something. I'll move it over here. Oh. Move it right over here. All right, that's better. What's up, Stacy? Is that better? Yeah, that's better. All right, cool. Ooh. Goodness. All right, what the heck was I doing now? Okay. Oh, first off, let me get this link together. I think I'm gonna move this thing again. I don't like it here. I think I like it right there. Put it right there. Stacey says she wanted to check in, getting back 301. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What's happening, Vincent? Yeah, we got beautiful weather right now in New York. Beautiful. It's about 80 degrees today. And I can tolerate that, especially when it ain't humid. We had some terrible humidity yesterday. But today it's not like that, so you can appreciate the weather a little bit more, you know? It's the humidity just, whew, my goodness. Feel like you sweltering. That's what I can't stand about humidity the most. Hot and wet. Like hot and moist, but not in a good way. You know, it's uncomfortable. Nobody really be feeling that. Oh, okay. Vincent is from Jersey. Nice. Nice. New Jersey. All the boys and girls. All right, let me get myself together. So, let me see what the charts are looking like now. I'm really waiting for this environment to start acting right and to be consistent, and we should be all right. What the heck is this? I don't know. I hate when my kids leave trash in the car. I can't stand that. Alrighty. All right, let's see what goes on. Let us see. All right, let me get this link. First of all, okay, so Juan is good now. That's good. Chris is good. All right, very good. So got them all situated. That's cool. Boom. Bombastic. Semi-fantastic. Okay. Yeah, market still appears to be wavy. And again, not in a good way, right at this moment. No, not in a good way. Okay. That's funny. They told me that yesterday too about the glasses, cause I like to wear the mirrors. He said no porn. That's hilarious. I like that. Oh man, I remember back in the day. Like I'm old school, so you know when porn was heavy to me, I was young. You know we had VCR, what are they called? VCR or VHS tapes? That's when porn was big. VHS tape is like this big, first of all. So, you know, one movie, if you got a collection of porn, and I don't know why I'm talking about porn now. Thank you, Invisible Hand. But if you got a big collection, because you got tapes everywhere. Back in the day, anyway. You guys are very fortunate now. You got the internet. You could be, I guess people be on. I didn't even think about it. Now you got me actually thinking about it. I guess people be on their phone, right? You can be on the tablet. Wow, I didn't even think about that, man. Wow, how far we've come. All right, let me see the charts. See what the charts are looking like. So right now, at this moment, I can see that the overall environment is attempting to transition, but it's still fun. It still looks funny. It's not there yet. It's attempting to transition, but it's not quite there. Not quite. Mr. Crypto said, buy QNT. What's that? What is that? I know that it's a crypto currency, a coin, right? I have no idea which one it is. I think the only one I'm familiar with is what? Bitcoin and Ethereum, Ripple. I know those names, but I'm not too familiar with anything else, so you have to forgive me. What's up, Dimitri? Invisible. So they have a stand-up desk for trading. How about you? This is my office right here. Laptop in the car. That's it. Yeah, I do all of my trading really on my laptop. It's a beautiful thing because I can go anywhere, Invisible says spreads are huge with cryptos. It'll kill you. So with crypto, when you're trading, cryptocurrency, are they like how Forex is, where there are two pairs? Not well. I'm saying pairs because I'm using Forex terminology. I don't even know if that's what you call it. Like I understand that it's a coin. Like if you're trading Bitcoin, is Bitcoin just Bitcoin, or is it Bitcoin versus the dollar? For example, like can you trade currency against currency, or cryptocurrency against cryptocurrency? He said, I doubt anyone is really profitable day trading it. Okay. All right. What's up, RoboCop? Four-wheel drive office. Exactly. That's it right there. Yep. Mobile office. Take the office with me wherever I go. All I need is to jack somebody's internet. He said, it needs something to price it. So yes, okay. Okay, so for example, you can trade Bitcoin versus Ethereum, or Bitcoin versus Ripple. Or is it not like that? You have to trade it against like the dollar? Or can it be any other cryptocurrency or the dollar? And I am going to actually look into cryptocurrency. I know I've been saying that for like a week, but I am actually going to look into it for my own edification, just so that I'm more familiar with it, because I do see that there's a lot of people that are into crypto. So at least so I can have an intelligent conversation. You can price it against multiple items. Okay. So when you say items, that is that limited to a market, or can it be like a commodity also? Like, can you price it against corn or no? And I'm really just asking, like, general questions. I'm not trying to be funny. Other coins and currency. Got you. Okay. Dimitri said, I still can't get over how you snatched the trade off the table. Man, I mean, it's just one of the nuances, man. That's all it is. When you really just become familiar with the platform that you're trading on, you'll learn about little things that can help you and that you may or may not be able to capitalize on. That's that's one of the things that you can definitely capitalize on because of how NADEX is set up. NADEX is just an exchange. So there's always somebody on the other side of your trade. It's not like it's a what do they call that? I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for. Like, it's not something that's arbitrary and random that happens. It's something that happens as a result of whoever is on the other side of your trade not being either aware of what they're doing. They might have forgot. Maybe they placed the order and forgot about it. Or maybe they're trying to be slick to try to bait somebody on the other side. But they're making the assumption that the market is going to hold for them. And then the market didn't hold for them. They left the order there. So somebody like me, if I see that money sitting there, I'm just going to take it, period. And if you on the other side, thank you. I appreciate it. No, but I mean, and I do like to show examples of just being aware of your platform. Like we trade on NADEX, being aware of the platform and knowing what actually people are doing. You see, the type of things that you can actually do at times. That's not something that you can build your career on or would want to. But it's just something that, because you can do it. So I guess I would imagine that to someone on the outside looking at that, they're kind of like shocked by that or mesmerized by it, because it's almost like, damn, that was free money. And it's not that it was free money. It's just money that was there for the taking. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. But it's all good, man. It is all good. All right, so Chris is good. Oh, somebody else was hitting me just now. Hold on, who was that? Somebody else had just messaged me. Oh, Jamie. All right, let me hit him back real quick. All right, yeah, he's good. All right, market. See, the market is transitioning. It's still not there yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there, man. This is why you need patience, man. All you gotta do is wait. Just wait for it to come, man. Wait for it to come. And it will come. All right, so let me see. Invisible said, but volume is super low, even lower because leverage used is times 25 to times 30. Got you. Okay. Demetri said it was like watching a magician do a trick. Houdini. What's up, Max? Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Okay, so that's how it can be manipulated. Got you. Through the use of leverage. I understand. Right. Got you. But so, and I'm looking at the last thing you just typed. So if that's the case, are you saying someone can manipulate Bitcoin if they're trading Bitcoin? Or are you saying that someone can do that on a platform depending on the size of the platform? Like depending on the volume that's traded on that platform. Is that how that works? Or you saying for all coins? Got you. Now, but for all coins on a particular platform or all coins on any platform? I'm trying to decipher between if you mean all platforms or particular platforms where the volume is different or lower, I should say. Don said, I made money on the binary, both buying and selling with different strikes. Oh yeah. Yeah, you could do that. You can do that. When I used to trade like a maniac, I used to do that all the time. What's happening, Luke? Luke come in, he's like, listen, get some Ripple, man. Get yourself some Ripple. Demetri said, not manipulated, but outwitted. Yes, that's what it was, Demetri. Exactly. Invisible says, well, there are people arbitraging between platforms, so it doesn't matter. I was wondering about that too. I was wondering about that. I would imagine that someone has probably developed software that does arbitrage automatically, like all day on those platforms. You know, just collecting the difference between the prices from platform to platform. I would imagine that goes on, because I know that used to happen in the past. I'm not sure if it still does. There were people that used to create scripts to do that on Forex platforms back in the day. Definitely arbitrage was something that was heavy if you knew about it. It was one of them things. It's like how the IPO market is. You know what? Now that I brought that up, man, I used to do all right with IPOs because I had to connect. I had to connect back in the day. And the only thing with initial public offerings, and that's for stocks, if you are not aware of what an IPO is, I think now they have things called ICO, right? Like an initial coin offering. It's similar to a new stock being introduced, but it's a new coin being introduced, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think I read that somewhere. So there's a lot of similarities, but I don't think it's the same thing at all. I think the stock market is totally something else. It's not crypto. You know, stocks are companies. These cryptos are coins that are traded on the blockchain. So it's something definitely that's different. Demetri said I was relating to 5-minute binary option trading. Yeah, and I knew what you meant, Demetri. I was going back and forth, but I was in agreement with what you were saying. You're right. Because with 5-minute binaries, your opponent is not the market. Your opponent is the person on the other side of the trade that you took. Because every trade has two sides, a buyer and a seller, with a binary. NADEX is the exchange in the middle. They're matching up buyers with sellers. If you think the market is going to stay above the line you buy. If you think it's going to stay below the line, you sell. If you're right, you win. If you're wrong, you lose. That's, man, that is shit. That's the best model to me. I love that idea because it means that you don't have to compete against the actual platform. Like people don't know about brokers back in the day. And I say back in the day because I don't use them anymore. Like I don't use Forex brokers anymore because of what I know about the way that they used to do business. But brokers used to trade against you. They used to take the other side of your trade. And they were not supposed to be doing that. But they used to do that shit all the time. They had desks set up with people looking at the market and looking at the volume and everything on the platform to look and see where people's stops was at. And they would run prices of different currency pairs, sometimes artificially, to hit your stop and take your money. And they used to do that shit on the regular. Anyway. Doesn't matter. Invisible said that's why oil prices and indicators match across brokers. Okay. So the pricing is given through the blockchain. Is that what it is? People are watching all across the field. That's how it all matches up. Otherwise, prices and indicators would be different. Okay. So regardless of what platform you're using, you're saying that everyone sees the prices. It kind of sounds like that's what you're saying. And I would imagine that everyone is able to see the prices because everyone can see the blockchain. Everyone being able to see the blockchain, of course, naturally, you would be able to see what the prices are because everyone is looking at it. So it's not like it's going to be a different price. If you're looking at the blockchain, you know, you're going to see the pricing that's there, period. I'm wondering why this timer not going off. I don't have it set. Gotta set this timer. Okay. Come on, market. What you doing? Hey, how you doing? Sorry you can't get through. Leave your name and your number, and I'll get back to you. Where my old school heads at? Y'all know that song. Yeah, I agree, Dimitri. He said that's a wonderful thing on NADEX, it being an exchange. Man, it's the best model. It is the best model. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. See, because, and I'm realizing now also about what makes the NADEX model even more remarkable than what we even think it is. It's like a whole nother level of remarkable because what'll happen is you're on a platform where most people don't know anything about the market. Now, mind you, they're using something to tell them. Let me see what the 315. 315 was close. What did it not have, Joshua? And I was about to say something. I didn't want to lose my train of thought. People are on the platform. They're using something to determine whether or not they're gonna take a specific trade but they use different variables to determine whether the trade is good to them. Like people like to focus on risk reward. Like that's a big deal for most people on NADEX. They like it because of the idea of the risk reward. And it's so funny to me because people get excited more about the idea than the actual execution. Like they get excited about the fact that you can have a good risk reward and you can trade at the money. You know, you can trade out the money and have a 2-to-1 risk reward or have a 1-to-1 risk reward. They're excited about that. I don't care about that. I'm excited about winning the trade. Like, see, that's the difference. They get excited about the shit that don't matter. I get excited about the shit that does matter. What are you trading for? You trading to lose or are you trading to win? You understand? So you got to like think about what you're actually doing. And most people don't when they get on the platform. And that's why the majority of people don't earn money consistently on the platform. Like they don't trade and win consistently. That's the problem everyone has. And for us, that's a beautiful thing because look at how many people that you have that are there for you to potentially take money from because they don't know what they're doing. That's a good model right there to have. You're not in competition with the broker trying to do things to manipulate the situation to take money from you. You know what I'm saying? The model that they use is very simple. They make money off of the transaction and that's it. It's a bunch of transactions all the time because people always trade on the platform. They're making a lot of money off of that. Yeah, like they're making a lot of money. They're making a lot of money. All they're doing is putting two parties together. You bullish, you bearish. You think that this trade gonna stay up. You think it's gonna go down. Y'all trade against each other. Y'all fight it out. Y'all fighting it out. I'm the broker in the middle. Give me a dollar. Give me a dollar. Every time y'all fight, give me a dollar. Give me a dollar. That's risk-free money. So when I think about it, I'm like, see, that's why it works because they know that model is the most effective model as the company, as the actual entity. That's the most effective model that you can have. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. They got a good business. They got a good business. My goodness. RoboCop said market does what it wants. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, my man. Dimitri said we actually have a fair chance to use our skill on NADEX. Boom. Exactly. Exactly. See, because what it boils down to now, because of how NADEX is set up, if I know the market better than someone else does, I can kill. Well, let me not say that. I don't like to use that word. I can take advantage of the opportunities that someone else provides me with who doesn't know as much about the market as I do. They're going to trade against me when I know what I'm doing, and they're going to lose every time. That's a beautiful thing. It's because it's so funny that they know that the market has to do a lot in order for them to win their trade. When we take a trade, we know the market don't have to do much at all because it's already in a certain environment with a certain type of behavior present. So it's already doing what it's doing. All we're doing is taking advantage of when it actually syncs up with the other elements on the platform, like pricing and things of that nature. When all of that stuff comes together, our trade comes to us. Come on, man. Come on. Like it really don't get no better than that, for real. It don't get no better than that, man. And I finally set this stupid timer, finally. All right, goodness. Like if I forget to set this timer one more time. Invisible said, I'm not saying people are looking at books, but if price gets too distorted because of separate trades across different platforms, people come in and grab the difference, bringing price back in line. Right. That's the arbitrage. The people that can detect when there is a difference, and then they just earn, they make money off of the difference. I'm pretty sure somebody got software that searches for those inconsistencies. If you think about it technically, it's kind of like, well, let me help you guys out. I see an inconsistency here. Let me help you guys out. And in the process of helping them out, you actually make some money with no risk, pretty much. Joshua said, got to get away from trading for thrills. Yep. And my brother, what's up, man? Says you can't use risk reward on NADEX because we are not making money based on micro pip. So on NADEX, we cannot have growth on per trade to look at it that way. Wait, let me read that again. You can't use risk reward on NADEX because we're not making money based on the micro pip. So on NADEX, we cannot have growth per trade to look at it that way. Kind of understand what you're saying. I'm still a little foggy though. I kind of know what you're getting at. In other words, like you're not making money off of the number of pips that it moves, like how it is in Forex. I think that's what you're saying. Like, how Forex 30 pips is $30, right? Each pip represents $1 or $10 or 10 cents, depending on how much leverage you put on the pip. So I think that's what you mean. Right. As a matter of fact, on NADEX, it's not that at all. Like the micro pip is not where the money is made. The money is made on where the market ends. And as a matter of fact, the money is made based on the amount or the price of the actual option that you traded. So you can make money on the scale because it's broken down into $100, and the scale goes from 50 going down and then 51 going up as far as pricing. So like, for example, if you buying and the price is at 70, you're earning the difference between 100 and 70. And on the contrary, if you're selling and you sell it at 30, that's the equivalent of on the buy side buying at 70 as far as how much you make. It's the difference. So that's a powerful model. That's what I'm saying, like about how NADEX is set up. NADEX is set up ill. NADEX is set up ill because, like I said, this is you and whoever is on the other side of the trade battling it out. It don't got nothing to do with NADEX. You when you look at the platform, you see all the prices flashing. You can pick whatever price you want to get in at if you want. You can place a limit order. You can place a market order. You can trade when there's volatility. You can trade when there's not as much volatility. You can trade reversal moves. Like whatever you want to do, you can do. But the one thing that's going to happen is you either going to be right or you're going to be wrong when that clock runs out. And that's it. And that's why it's so powerful, because if you think about it in that mindset, it's the market that determines the winner. That's why when people don't understand the market, they lost already. You already lost if you don't understand the movement of the market, the timing of the market. You don't understand that, you already done. You finished on NADEX. You're done. Yep. All right, Dimitri. Yes, sir. Likewise, always a pleasure. I just caught a ill Like I want a chicken salad right now. I just had a craving just out of nowhere. Joshua pricing until 58 and the +1 after the price out with 8 and P distance. The move hold with some wobble. Okay. Invisible hand. I have trouble understanding that statement also. A statement I made? Or I'm not sure now what you mean. Invisible. Oh, well, let me read what else you said. I see a pro and con to NADEX. Pro, it forces one to use proper trade management. The con is things change and you are locked in. Got you. And my father said NADEX is much better than NADEX. That's an ill typo. I'm reading. I'm like, okay, NADEX is better than NADEX. Okay. No, what he's saying is NADEX is better than Forex because of risk reward for us with small accounts. Forex, we can lose so much more. Well, you can lose a lot on NADEX too. you keep making deposits and losing, you can lose a lot. And you kind of losing like $100 at a time because that's the minimum for a contract. But I understand your point. I do understand what you're saying. Now I see what you meant, Invisible, when you said you didn't understand the statement. When he was talking about the price to fix, right? That's what you meant? Okay. I'm just seeing that now. I'm actually putting it together as I'm reading. Yeah, so and you can, on NADEX and on Forex, you can have a small account. I believe that NADEX is remarkable because of how quickly and how efficiently you can build your account. If you learn how to get good at the timing of the market, that's how you win binaries. It's less about trend direction. Trading when there's volatility. It's less about that. I mean, I would go as far as saying it ain't about that at all. Like the key to winning trades on NADEX when you're trading binaries is to be precise with your timing of the market. That's it. Nothing else means anything. Nobody cares that you knew what direction it was going in. Oh, I told you it was going to go up. It went up and then it didn't end where it was supposed to end for you to win the trade. So who cares that you were right? Does that make sense? Like nobody gives a shit that you were right about the direction. Nobody cares that you were right about the direction, and your account definitely don't care. Your account is hurt. Look at this one, Walker. Look at this one right here. This is 26.93. Come on, man. Come on. Where that +1? There's that +1. Did you see that +1? I saw it. I saw the +1, my man. I saw the +1, my man. I saw the +1. Oui. Bon. Woo! There it is, baby. There it is. All right. That was nice. Let me see. That was nice. Let me throw this over here real quick. Let me see what happened to what else? Where's the other one? All right, the Blueprint Project continues. Now, I'm not sure if you all were watching that one, but that right there was textbook on the dime. You want to talk about a textbook trade? See, and the thing about it is that, the waiting process is what people have the most difficulty with. If you can overcome that, or I should say when, you overcome the impatience part of trading and the way that we do things on this particular platform, you overcome that, man. It's just money in the bank, because it's only a matter of time, like before the trade is going to come. And this is another thing I enjoy about NADEX. You start small, right? But you got a huge skill if you understand the market. You know what I'm saying? If you understand the market, the skill level that you have is ridiculous. Because all it means is that you just wait for the trade to come. Like, you don't have to do nothing else. Just relax and wait for the trade to come. That's it, man. Jolly. He said, I missed the conflabbling record button. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that was a beautiful trade. See, now, and that's another thing too. Like, we was talking about this earlier when I was on Instagram, talking about when people say, "Ooh, I need good trades." No, you don't need good trades. You need to be able to recognize good environments to be in a trade. There's a difference between those two things, man. Like, and the difference is humongous. The difference is huge. Like, it ain't even close. You go ahead and try to, become a good trade picker. That's like trying to become a good stock picker. People in the people in the stock market that make the most money, they're not picking stocks. They are identifying the right timing to be in a stock. Aha. They're using a number of things to determine when the right time to be in that stock actually is. Fundamental traders, what they'll call it is being in a trade when it's undervalued. That's the terminology that they use. And they're right. In other words, they're saying the value is less than, no, actually, excuse me, the price is less than the value. So in other words, it's like a bargain. It's a bargain. What you're doing is you're buying it when it's at a bargain, and then you will sell it at a later time when the valuation is closer to what it is supposed to be. So all it is a level of arbitrage, but it's a different perspective of looking at arbitrage. It's not something that happens fast. When you're in the stock market, that's a slow game, unless you day trade, And then for people who day trade the stock market, you need hundreds of thousands of dollars to make any money. It's like saying, "Oh, I want to make 1,000 a day day trading." For you to make 1,000 a day, the amount of leverage that you need is high, because you're going off of little moves in the stock market, like little cents of movement. And you got to be right because your leverage is ridiculous. So, that type of thing. This is a good conversation. This is a very good conversation to have because it just helps you to understand more about the overall market, and it helps you to appreciate what we have. I keep telling y'all, I'm like, every day I just thank God for NADEX. Like, and I'm not even saying that because I'm trying to promote NADEX. I don't give a shit what people use. You're going to use whatever you use. All I know is that on that platform, with the skill that I have, I'm taking somebody's money all day and quietly. You don't know when I'm going to get you, but I'm going to get you because I know the market better than you. It's only a matter of time. And there's so many of y'all out there that don't know what y'all doing. So it's only a matter of time. That's a good position to be in. You know what I'm saying? That's an awesome position to be in. That's the position that we're in. So, it is what it is, man. Oh, let me go back in the comments real quick. Hold up. Let me turn this off. Invisible said, if you have a small amount, you should not be trading in lots, but using a dollar account, spot Forex, that is, because the minimum lot account is 0.01, or $1,000 account would be $1. Right. Because they have like micro lots, right? You got micro lots, mini lots, and then standard lots. I think that's what it used to be. At least when I was trading, that's what it was. I don't know if they still call it that. But you basically can get you determine the leverage that you want to use depending on the account that you have. Like if you open up a micro account, you could probably open it with like 500, and then it'll be $1 per pip. Or you can, matter of fact, no, excuse me, the micro might be 10 cents per pip. They used to let you to determine the leverage to be at 10 cents. I think it was 10 cents, $1, $10. Yeah, $10 was the standard. Because when I first started trading Forex, they didn't have mini and micro lots. They have none of that shit. I don't even know if I should move from here. They got mad recycle over here on the street. Just piling up bags and bags of recycling. Come on, man. Mo, what's good, man? What is good? What's happening, John? What's up, Ernest? Yes, buy low, sell high. That's stock market right there all day. Yep. J. Carly said, don't day trade with $100. He said it'd be a 44-cent day. Oh, man. Invisible said, I think people with limited funds should focus on getting good, then get backing, instead of trying to increase it 1,000-fold. And okay, so it's full lot, mini, and micro. Got you. Okay, cool. Right. Yeah, man. I mean, see, like, and it's very interesting too, because I remember when I first was becoming familiar with NADEX, at first I was like, damn, it's $100 per contract. I was already not even thinking about things properly because I had the same mentality coming from Forex already. So my thinking was Forex at the time. I had to stop thinking the way that I was used to thinking and then actually look at NADEX as a separate entity altogether. I'm like, wait, this is not the same as Forex. So I got to stop for a minute and figure out how this works. When I figured out how it actually works, all right, Invisible, take care, man. When I figured out how NADEX actually worked and then begin to understand the dynamic of building, I just asked a simple question. I'm like, well, how do you just continuously build up your account? Like, how much do you make on a winning trade? You know, how easy or difficult is it to win a trade in the first place? You know, why would you lose a trade? What would cause you to lose a trade? Which came later. I wasn't thinking like that at first. I wasn't thinking like that until I was losing at first. Then I just stopped. I was like, wait, I don't want to lose no more. So I need to figure out how not to lose. Why did I lose that trade? And then I started studying, and that was it. Once I did all of that, and then I realized what we got, that's when the spreadsheet came. Like after we were training, when the spreadsheet came, I was like, listen, all you gotta do is get the skill, man. You get the skill. That's where the money is. The money is in the skill. Understand the market. Just understand it, man. Understand the market. All right, well, anyway, just to put things in perspective. So today's Wednesday. So last week was in the Blueprint project. See, look at that. We on the vibe. I just looked down and read what you said as I'm saying it. Am I bothered? That's crazy. The vibration is crazy. Yeah, and that's true. Don Warren Buffett he's definitely a value investor. Yep. He that's all he did. I think in certain stocks he still owned. I think he still owned like Coca-Cola, GE, like all the old school blue chip stocks. He still owns a lot of them. But anyway, so I was about to talk about the blueprint. Oh, so with the blueprint, I'm in the income phase. I've been in the income phase actually since before last week. But y'all didn't see those videos yet, but they're going to come out. So last week was the first week of the income phase. And I want to say, wait, let me just look at, so I don't be guessing. Let me just pull it up. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. So last week, 24.46. So $2,446. That's what I made last week on 4 trades. Friday, I attempted to get a trade, but a trade did not manifest, which was the reason why I didn't have another trade. So anyway, so this week, it's Wednesday now. This week I have now a total of 4 trades, and so far I'm at 22.23 for the week on 4 trades. One of the trades, and y'all will see the video at some point. I don't know when. It's like, I don't even know when. It's going to be probably next week or the week after. But anyway, when you see the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. One of the trades had a partial fill. I'm trading 34 contracts. One of the trades got filled at 19 this week. Matter of fact, I took that trade yesterday. 19 contracts out of 34. So I made about half of what I normally would make on if it was a full fill. So on 4 trades, technically it's really like 3.5 trades, because the partial fill, I only earned half of what I would have earned if it was a full fill, like a little bit more than half. And today's Wednesday, so we got Thursday and we got Friday, so we still got 2 days left. And remember, when I started the Blueprint project, when I was first talking about it, I was talking about it on Instagram, on IGTV, and that's what I said at the time. I was like, I'm gonna lay out a blueprint for you to position yourself to earn $3K a week. So it's like everything that you do is rinse and repeat. It's not hard. It's not hard to do this. The way that it's laid out in the blueprint makes it so easy to do, because it's showing you, literally showing you, like, step by step, not only what you have to do, but what it looks like when you do it. And that's powerful shit right there. That's very powerful, man. Because it's one thing if somebody, like say that I wrote a PDF or something, and I laid everything and wrote it down. Here's the blueprint for how you make money, and it's written down. That's the type of stuff that people do when they create courses and they create education and they put something together and sell it. The blueprint is simply me doing it and literally documenting the whole thing by recording it as I'm doing it. So the blueprint that everyone has literally is something that you can go and just look at and watch. You learn more about the market looking at the market and from the trades that I take in the blueprint, which is insane. It's insane. Like, I thought about this yesterday. I'm like, damn, like, people don't even, I don't even think nobody really realizes what I'm doing. Yeah, that too. Yes, exactly. Adam said it, making everyone in the chat wild out in the process. I don't even be thinking about that, but I guess, and I know why everybody gets excited about it, because they're seeing 34. Oh, he's at 34 contracts. Like, don't even get excited about that, because you're gonna do it. Like, you're literally gonna do the same thing. All you have to overcome is your fear of messing up, losing, doubting yourself, doubting your execution of the process. I'm not going to say doubting the process, because I don't believe that any of you doubt the process. I believe that you doubt yourself in the process. I believe that. I don't believe that you doubt the process at all. I know that you don't. I know that you believe that the process works, because you see it working. How can you not believe it? But what I'm getting at is that really trying to help people to get to the point in their personal development where they really begin to move and to progress, because they are personally progressing. You know what I'm saying? The reason it's gonna work for you is because you actually started to put in more work to develop your patience and your discipline and your focus. That's the key. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. There was a bunch of there were times this week where I didn't have time to get on the charts at all. And the way that most people think about it in that term, oh man, I don't have the time, man. I'm gonna miss the trades. Nope. You ain't gonna miss nothing. Because when you get on the charts, you're gonna just wait for the market to position itself in the right environment with the right behavior, and your trade comes or don't come. That's it. Like that's it. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's your job, and that's what you actually do. And it's powerful, man. It's powerful. And let me try to. And my father said, how long did it take you to reach the income phase? 36 days. 36 days. But see, now, it always sounds crazy after. When you're doing it, if you focus, you will just do it. And like, you're getting it done as the market is bringing it to you. It's way too much light in here. Hold up. You're getting the job done as the market is bringing you what you are waiting for. You know what I'm saying? So as you condition yourself to just wait for the market, that's when the action comes. People think that they're missing something by not being on the chart, or, oh, I can't be on the charts when y'all on the charts. It don't matter when you on the chart. If you look at the Blueprint Project, look at the times that I took trades. Look at the, it's such a mix of different times. There was times I took trade in the morning. There was times I took trades like 2 o'clock in the morning. I just took a trade. It's 3 something in the afternoon. There were times I took trade right before training. 9 o'clock. The trades come when they come. So you just understand and accept that. Let it be what it is, and allow the market to bring you the trades. Because what's really happening is the market ain't really bringing you trade. You know what the market is doing, right? The market is actually positioning itself so that you see the trade. It's not giving you a trade. You just have to be there when the trade is there. Well, how do you know when that is? That's what everything is. That's what the whole thing is about. The timing. Knowing the right environment and the right behavior that should be there in order for the trade to come. We just now, when I took that trade, we all looked at the trade together. I ain't even looking at the chat, but I already know that other people took the trade. Whoever was on the chart saw the trade and took it, or tried to take it, one or the other. Mind you, I have not even looked in the chat yet. I don't know. I don't even know who did what. So, what is that? What is that telling us? It's letting you know that that's how it is. That's what you're learning is that powerful. The sun is hitting this crazy, man. It's getting on my nerves. It's really bothering me. Yo, my OCD is out of control. Oh man, my OCD is really out of control. I had to position the visor to stop the light from hitting the camera. But anyway, yeah, so you're going to get to everything that you want to accomplish. But understand what needs to happen first. The only thing that needs to take place first is that you give yourself the time that you need to develop and to grow personally. You have to learn how to control yourself so that the fear of missing out drops away from you. The fear of losing, gone. And it's like, damn, Mark, that's going to be hard. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know one easy way to kind of put yourself in the mind frame of not being scared to lose? I want you to say to yourself, it's only $100. Just say that to yourself. It's only $100. And when you say that to yourself, your mind is rationalizing, and it's actually taking the emphasis away from you being afraid to lose it. Because you're saying it's only $100. You're insinuating that it's only $100. Shit, that ain't nothing. And you're right. It's nothing, but at the same time, it's the same seed that you're going to grow into a money tree with the skill that you have. Your skill is going to cultivate that seed, and you're going to grow a big ass money tree as a result. That's what's going to happen. Think about that. That's how powerful this shit is, man. That's what y'all are doing. Now, does it matter how long it takes? See, now that's where that question will come from. Well, then, how long is it going to take me to do it? I don't give a shit how long it would take me to do it. If it took me from now until 2020, I'm not going to stop until I'm doing it. I'm going to work through whatever I got to do until I'm in position to do it. I know that it's only a matter of time. It has to be. How can you be around me, be around Team Alliance, and in this environment and not be infected by what we do? How does that work? It don't. You stick around and don't go nowhere and just keep your ass around. All of your bullshit is going to be suffocated by what we do. The vibration that we on is going to suffocate all of your stupidity. And I'm not even saying that being funny. Like, I'm saying that in all honesty, and I'm saying it out of love. You do stupid shit. You just do. We all do dumb shit. And we all always have that urge always there to do more dumb shit, even after we just did something stupid. Eventually, you will stop doing that. You will get so comfortable with waiting for the market that you'll love the wait. You realize that the level that I'm at now, I actually enjoy the process of waiting. I love that shit. I love when the market does all of this extra stuff and I'm just sitting back watching it. I love that. It makes me appreciate when the market actually gets in position, and I can see it doing it. It makes you appreciate the transition. It makes you appreciate when the environment is there, when the behavior is right. And you see it. You saw it go from retardation to what we're looking for. And then once you get in the environment and the behavior's right, you can almost feel it's like, man, this thing might set up, man. This thing might set up. And it's like, all right, it might set up, it might not. If it don't, cool. It didn't set up. All right, it didn't set up. It is what it is. We had MR mates twice today. It didn't set up after either one. It set up just now. And we saw it. Come on, man. Come on. Like, I'm trying to tell you, fall in love with the wait. You do that and you're going to elevate your patience by default. Joshua said a whole year now I'm going to work until I'm 67. Mo said, I missed the .com wave and I missed the Bitcoin wave. I'm missing the Team Alliance wave. Well, he said, I'm missing or I'm not missing? I think he meant to say I'm not missing. Or maybe I'm not reading this right. Maybe I can't see shit. And my father said, I love you, Mark. Brotherly love, man. That stuff you are saying is so awesome. No doubt, man. It's because it's true. It's true, man. It's true. Like there's literally nothing that you cannot do, but it does begin with you. People think that it's something else that starts it. It's not. It's not. Like it ain't. You're not gonna join Team Alliance and because of the strategy, you're gonna just start winning. As soon as you understand that there ain't no strategy, it's just you and training yourself and conditioning yourself to begin to understand the market for the first time. And in that process, you're understanding yourself for the first time to a high level, like to a high degree. Your understanding of yourself is at a high ass level, like high. That's what we doing, man. It's really remarkable. All right, let me get off of this. I got to focus. These people, they're going to start acting stupid in a minute. Doing all of this extra stuff while they driving. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I see y'all in training, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, I guess, somewhere. YouTube, Instagram, wherever. I'll holler at y'all, man. One love. Peace.